home. They're in a stable or a barn or a cave or somewhere that, well, where are they? I think they're in a stable. Yeah. And I heard you say that the baby is in a manger. And a manger is something that you put food in for animals. So that must mean there were some animals in this barn or this stable. So, what would be one animal that might be in this barn or this stable? Yes, Scott. I think you're right. What's another possibility, Grace? Did you hear what Grace said? Could you say that louder for me? There was a... Yes, because Mary and Joseph had traveled a very long way on a donkey. I need somebody to be my donkey. Would you be my donkey, Grace? If you would go over there, you can come back and be the donkey. Now that was a pretty important donkey, because that donkey had traveled a very long way, carrying Mary, who was pregnant with the baby Jesus, and I bet that donkey was glad to be resting. I see a donkey at the stable, and that donkey was probably very glad to be resting. But I also think that donkey was probably a little bit protective of this baby and its mother. So can we let the donkey come just a little bit closer? Thank you. Now I heard there was a possibility of some other animals there. Scott, what was it you said? Why would there be sheep in a stable? Why would the innkeeper have sheep? You've got an idea for me, huh? You can keep thinking, that's okay, Faith. Do you know, if I were an innkeeper, I would agree with what Faith said. I would probably use the wool, and I would probably make sure there were some pretty warm blankets and things in my inn for people. And maybe, do you think maybe there was a sheepskin out in that barn that maybe they could have used for the baby? Or maybe, Mary, do you think you could lift your baby up off that straw and we could put some soft wool from the sheep underneath the baby? Yeah. And you know what? I need some sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could I have 4 people go and be sheep? And can I have 1 more sheep? Oh, Ben's a good sheep. Thank you, Jamie. Ella. Ethan's a great sheep. Yeah. I think that innkeeper was pretty smart to have sheep, because I bet even sometimes they ate lamb at the end, and they used the wool. So I'm really glad. Sheep, can you come closer too, because you're going to be important too. Oh, do we have any more sheep? 1 more sheep. You go and be a sheep for me too, please. Well, you know, when I was looking at my story, I thought, okay, there was a donkey for sure, and there's all of you sheep, because you're important in this story. And I think there might have been another animal. What do you think, Viv? Why would you think the innkeeper would have a cow? I think you're right. I think the innkeeper would want to have a source of milk. And my picture shows that there's a cow too. So I need somebody to be my cow. Okay, Faith, you can be my cow. Now, if you been in a barn where there are cows, because they're important, and sheep are important, and we have a donkey for sure. I was thinking that sometimes there are little birds like mourning doves or pigeons, and sometimes they make a sound like this. And I was wondering, do you think maybe baby Jesus heard the sounds of the animals and it was like a lullaby that helped him sleep? Animals, here's where I need your help. Every person who's here, I'd like you to think about a sound. Or a or a or an animal that you think might have been at the stable. And can you make that very quiet noise and make it sound like a lullaby of all the animals who were close to the baby, keeping him warm, and singing their animal songs as a lullaby to help him be sleepy? Can we sing together? Or say the sound that you can make. Big people, you can help us out too. Okay, decide. Is it be a sheep, a cow, a bird? Okay, let's make our sounds. Mary, is your baby sleeping well? Is your baby warm? We are thankful to God for the animals who were in the barn that night, away in a manger.